Hello guys, I'm Denis and I'm from far east of Russia, from Vladivostok. In this issue I want to show you and to tell you about Russian news state media, and of course show you Russian news from Russian social network, Russian social webs and Russian social news sites. Okay guys, let's get started. The topic that the whole world is discussing today: Russian troops are retreating and leaving the city of Kherson, in which they promised to stay forever after the referendum on joining. The statement was made by Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu after the report of the commander of the troops, General Surovikin. Everything is under control, so we are retreating to save the lives of servicemen. They talked about difficult decisions in the Kherson direction back in October, but then some experts assumed that they would fight to the last soldier and even use nuclear weapons if necessary. It turned out to be different, and interestingly, the Ukrainian authorities are in no hurry to rejoice at the success of Kherson. Sabina Tukayeva knows why. Attention to Kherson was riveted at the very beginning of the war in Ukraine. Russian troops occupied the city on March 3rd, and since then it has been under their control. On September 13th, Putin signed a decree on the annexation of the Kherson, Zaporozhye, Luhansk and Donetsk regions to Russia, as he then declared forever. The Ukrainian authorities have been saying one thing all this time: we will return Kherson at any cost. And on the eve of the commander of the Russian troops in Ukraine, General Sergei Surovikin, I suggested to Defense Minister Shoigu to retreat. Comrade Minister of Defense, having comprehensively assessed the current situation, it proposed to take up defense along the left bank of the Dnieper River. I understand that this is a very difficult decision, but at the same time we will save the most important thing: the lives of our servicemen and in general the combat capability of the group of troops. Sergei Vladimirovich agrees with you. Conclusions and suggestions. Headlines about Russia's defeat immediately appeared on the web and in some media, but the Ukrainian authorities said that they would not buy such messages and their fighters would not lose their vigilance. Military expert Oleg Zhdanov informed me that the Ukrainian army has its own vision of how Russian troops will continue to behave. Then they will try to neutralize this loss. These are the units that they are withdrawing, especially the amphibious units. There were the most of them. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, they may appear in another direction, and the most important direction for Russia is Donetsk. We expect that these troops will appear there in order to ensure the fulfillment of political tasks in this war. That is seizure of the Donetsk region. Let me remind you that Sergei Surovikin has been commanding the joint grouping of Russian troops in Ukraine since the beginning of October. Even then, the general said that difficult decisions would have to be made in Kherson. Many experts believe that we were talking about nuclear weapons or the undermining of the Kharkov hydroelectric power plant. However, Oleg Tsarov, a pro-Russian politician from Ukraine, believes that even at that time the Russian military leadership understood that it would be forced to retreat across the river. This is what the evacuation of local residents is associated with. According to the latest data, 115,000 people left the region. Surovikin could not help but understand and not know the situation at the front. He participated in a special operation and even if not in the position of commander-in-chief, he outlined his position and what he understands. Russian defense enterprises are now switching to 3 shifts. I know for sure that work is very active. Russia is preparing, and now we can say that Russia is going into deep defense. Apparently, Russia needs time. To summarize, most likely the transfer of Russian troops to the left bank of the Dnieper, that is to the opposite bank from Kherson, was planned a month ago. Experts say that if Russia really leaves the right bank, half of the territories seized by Russia since the beginning of the war will be under the control of the armed forces of Ukraine. Okay, guys, what do I think about this situation? Honestly, I don't know, because all things today change very fast every day. I think even every hour, every half of hour, and etc. But I can tell that I'm against this war. I don't want this military operation and other bad things for our planet. Of course, I know that numerous Russian bloggers as Nikki Poroshin, Natasha's Adventures, and other went away from Russia already. But in this moment, I can't make it. And also two interesting things for you. First, you saw that I wear uniform, special uniform, and numerous guys asked me about it. Wolf, Denise, are you in Russian military? Are you in Russian Navy? And no, guys, this is uniform from a merchant fleet. I'm cadet of merchant of Citizen University, not military, guys. And second, can our government give me special military paper summons now in this moment? In this moment, they can't. Why? Because I am a student in this moment, and they don't touch students right now. But I told you that all change very fast in our world today. So guys, my channel about travel, trips and our world. But last time I tried to make video about this loudly situation with military operation for the territory of Ukraine, and of course about travel for Russia. So guys, like this video, write below this section with comments your opinion about this topic. Of course, subscribe on my channel that don't skip next interesting issue. And bye for now, see you next time. Пока-пока, guys!